Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to my new Monday morning message. I'm just going to lower this a little bit because it seems a little bit too high. There you go. All right, so normally I'm gonna commit to starting to come on Monday mornings, normally about 9 o'clock my time, but today I was a little bit late because I had a Zoom call I'll talk to you about in a second. And then I'm going to work up to building maybe to 2 or 3 times a week, but we're going to just start on Mondays for now, so I know that I can stick to that commitment. Most of you know that I work with families who are affected from cognitive and learning challenges such as ADHD, ASD, and dyslexia and such. So I'm going to be here giving health tips, learning tips, answering questions, making announcements. So the first announcement I'm going to make is I have been planning on starting a learning group online. I have been kind of wanting to do that. I would love to do it off of Facebook, but right now we're going to start it on Facebook, and eventually maybe we can move it onto a private app. One of the reasons is because a lot of times the people that, like some of the families that I really resonate with, they're not on Facebook. So I would love to have a platform where people don't have to feel obligated to be on Facebook, but also if anything happens to Facebook or happens to our group, we're not stuck. We have our own private thing. So what it's going to be, it's going to be a group. We're going to focus on 1 to 2 months per topic, and that's kind of the way I think that it's going to be structured. The first topic, what happens, it came out of some conversations that I was having naturally with parents, and we were talking about MTHFR and kind of the role that it might have, and I realized that I wanted to know more about that myself. For some reason, I kind of didn't really know much about that, so I wanted to dig deeper into that. And as I did a lot of research, it was something I definitely wanted to share. So I decided I'm going to I want to put that in a group, and we'll spend probably on that topic 2 months. It's so MTHFR and related other genes that are related to that topic. So what we're going to do is I will let you know. I'm going to announce that more either next Monday or the Monday after I get it set up. But I think I have a plan of how it's going to go for the year, but that totally can change. So what I was doing today is, the reason I was late is I was on a 2-hour Zoom call doing the final training for my certification of my BioWell scanner. I got a couple months ago, and I'm really excited about this. As some of you have seen me, I posted on it maybe just once or twice, so not that much. But this is a scanner. So right here, you put your finger in, and you are scanning each one of your fingers on both hands, and it is capturing the photons that are coming off your fingers. So it's actually catching the light. And what it does is it reads your energy field. It looks at where you have over energy, which organs, which systems has over too much energy, too little energy, and you can look at patterns and what that might say. It is only looking at the energy field, so we're not looking at the physiology per se. But if those of you who do know a little bit about energy, you know that your mental, emotional, and energetic fields will influence eventually your physiology. So if you notice something that looks like could be an issue, or your body's trying to heal that you don't notice, you might want to give some attention. For me, my thyroid was coming up. I actually sort of suspected some like sluggish thyroid, and so for about a month I was just paying more attention to my thyroid, and then eventually I was able, it stopped showing up on my scans. So I always I'm a big one and just trying to catch things in the bud. But it also looks at chakra alignments. It looks like how much energy is going into each one of your chakras, and And so it's kind of nice. If any of you do energy work, it's really great. So you can test before a session, after a session, or even if you're doing functional health coaching or any other kind of work, you can do it as a baseline, and then over time, when they come back, you can be rescanning them to see if there's a shift. So that's something good. And then we were talking about, I was asking him, I know that the instructor, he is doing a doctoral dissertation and his doctorate program, and I asked him, what is he going to do his dissertation on? So he said he's going to do it on tachyon. And I was asking him about that because he has these tachyon cards, and he has they infuse these cards with tachyon energy, and he has crystals and different things that he does that too. So I have them, but I said I don't really understand much about the tachyon energy and what it is, so I can explain it to people. So basically, he was telling me that a tachyon energy, it's an energy that has all frequencies, and then the frequencies, and basically it's a 0-point energy, and they infuse these cards, and then what we do is we can put our water on them, and it for, you can set on it for a few minutes or a couple hours, and it changes the energy in the water. If you have an area in your body that is over energized, like inflammation, like let's say in your lungs, then you can put it over there for a few minutes, and then it can help the energy in that area as well. And you can use it for plants, because I was asking him about plants, and he said, well, yes, just a couple days ago, they in his laboratory, they saw a plant and one of the leaves were dying, so they put it under where the leaf was kind of hanging, and then the next day they went in, and that whole bottom side of the leaf was like really nice, and then just the very top part kind of was a little bit crusty, and they were able to scrape it off. So they were really amazed. That was just, I think, overnight, or maybe in just one day, I think. Anyway, so this is what I was doing today. This is why I was late. I was talking about this. So if anybody is local and interested in doing a scan, or if you are local or not and you're interested in this, you can just drop me that in a comment and let me know. But again, let me know if there's anything that I can address in a post or next week in a live, and I will be sure to do that. And until then, I will see you next Monday. Bye-bye.